come on really quick and talk about the um, 8-week appointment that I had today. So the doctor's office was really good about telling me what to expect, about how long I would be there for my next 3 appointments. So we have graduated from the infertility clinic. Guys, I had to show you really quick the cute little bag they gave us when we graduated from the fertility clinic, and the onesie they gave us, and the card. Even though we got pregnant naturally, I thought this was so sweet that they gave it to us anyway. It's just great that we were able to get pregnant naturally. But so we went for, well, I went for my appointment today, and because of the pandemic, they did pretty much reiterate that my spouse can come to appointments for that are like ultrasound appointments, but for the regular appointments, basically just me, which is what we were going to do anyway. Then to have him come for a bunch of appointments that he would probably have to take off work for right now, kind of unnecessarily for us. That's our decision, and it just goes right along with what the doctor's office prefers for us to do anyway. So it was a long appointment today, but they went over my history, my family's history. The specialist had done like a lot of blood work, so one of the tests did show that I was a carrier for muscular atrophy, so she went into that for quite a bit. We do have to check my husband's blood work to see if he is a carrier as well, because that puts the baby at a higher risk. And the baby could just be a carrier, or prayerfully not a carrier at all, and definitely not end up having the muscular atrophy. So they did ask us to try to look through his lab work and see if we were able to determine if he was tested before my next appointment, because that appointment will be with the doctor. And basically the doctor is probably going to do a pap smear pretty much at that appointment. I haven't had one since last year. They gave me a cute little bag and packet of stuff. So cute, little bag. Magazine, and like a lot of papers to just go and read through. Of course, they talk about your financial obligations, they talk about nutrition, whether or not you want to breastfeed or bottle feed, which is my choice, is to bottle feed. I did ask like if they know whether or not there's a formula that's out there right now that is preferable. I've read that there are some, of course, they say that's, really close to breast milk and stuff like that. So she suggested that I ask the pediatrician, and she let me know that like when you go to the hospital, they will not let you leave if you don't have your pediatrician selected. So like that's a lot of stuff that I did not have to do 20 years ago having my kids. You gotta have a car seat to take your baby home. But she said there have been some women who ended up like not getting discharged over the weekend because they didn't have their pediatrician selected, and the lab has tests that they cannot send off to the doctor's office because you don't know which doctor they're going to. So I'm definitely not trying to pay for extra days in the hospital, and I am a huge planner, so I will definitely have all that stuff together. Besides that, like that was really the bulk. They did do the blood work. I have watched a lady's YouTube, and she was very good at explaining like what happened with her when she went for her ultrasound, and she did say like they did take 8 valves of blood, and she ended up getting really lightheaded and stuff. So knowing that around the time my appointment was is usually when I start getting hungry again anyway. I ate before I left. Where's the second time? It's like my brunch time. So I have breakfast and I have brunch. And by the time I'm on my way home, I'm starving again, but I did stop because I don't have, this is like my only shirt that I have that is long sleeve. That's a maternity shirt. So I did stop and I picked up a few more so that way I'll have enough. I don't leave out every day, so I don't have to have like a lot of shirts and a lot of clothes and stuff like that. I just need enough to get through the winter. So I have enough now, and I have enough pants where, you know, I can make it happen. So that is pretty much it. What I can say about 8 weeks as far as symptoms go, I have been more nauseous, and so now that I'm in my 9th week, it's almost feels like it's getting worse. So and then I ate so much ranch dressing last week and was happy with it. Like, I just wanted tomatoes and cucumbers and ranch dressing. And my husband got a sandwich, had ranch dressing on it. I could not stand the smell of it. So I don't know what's up with that. And I haven't even eaten any tomatoes and cucumbers this week because I haven't really had a taste for it. Like last week I was like, I couldn't get enough of it. So it's like each week I have no idea what I'm going to be able to eat and what I can't eat. If I order something from a restaurant, I typically get 2 different things still because I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat one or the other. And besides that, just still hungry and tired. I still take a nap pretty much every single day after work. I am wearing my C-bands. Have no idea if they help, but if anything is gonna help try to subside the nausea, I am down for it. I did order the Unisom and B6 because they said today that that's something that does help some women it doesn't. But I'd rather see if I'm one of those that it will help, so that while I'm waiting for this time period to be up where I don't have to worry about it at all, I can have some relief and get through more of my day without like feeling bad pretty much all day long. So I should have that in a couple days because it wasn't in the store, so I couldn't just pick it up, which sucks. I think the Unisom might be in the store, so we can pick that up tomorrow, but the B6, I have to wait for that to come. So we'll see how that works. Otherwise, I don't really have any other updates. Let me show you my belly. So there is the bump. There's the bump. And this was like my first Sunday back at church. You know, my husband had COVID, so we both were quarantining. Even though my results kept coming back negative, I still stayed in. And there was some people that was like, that girl got a bump. I just smiled and I'm like, yeah, got a bump. So, you know, it's cute. I love it. I'm happy that our baby is growing and healthy. And a few weeks from now, we'll know, you know, whether it's a girl or boy. So we'll be able to then do the nursery. So I can't wait to share that process with you guys. And just continue to share this process that I'll be able to look back on. It's something that I didn't get to do with my oldest. And I don't know, like I seem winded. I know sometimes like when I sing, I don't have a whole lot of breath to be giving out, but otherwise, all is well. So You know, I will keep you guys updated. Please continue to pray for us as we continue to pray for just a successful pregnancy and that we bring home our healthy baby. It was so funny that the lady kept saying, like, they're going to have a plan for you because I had my son a month and a half early, and I had my daughter a month early. Back then, they wasn't going to 40 weeks. So back then, they were saying he was a month and she was only 2 weeks. But now that they're doing this whole 40-week thing, it's like they were earlier than whatever. So she's like, I just don't, you know, maybe they had your due dates wrong. And I'm like, due dates were right. She's like, but your kids were still pretty big. My son was 4 pounds, 12 ounces. And my daughter was 6 pounds, 4 ounces. So I'm like, no, they were small-ish, you know. But, you know, I was grateful. They both were healthy. We were only in the hospital for a week with my son. So that was good. He hadn't had any issues being born premature. Never had any issues, but she's like, the doctor will make a plan just in case you don't act right. And I'm like, it is not me. I'm not like, let's have these kids early. No. I want the baby to stay in there and grow and bake as long as he can, if possible. So again, guys, I will pray and continue to pray and hope that you guys do the same with us as we continue the journey. Peace out, Royal Fam. Till next time.